Good morning, class 11 students of Bio Group. Today we continue with the further study of chapter 4 of Kingdom Monera, which has got bacteria having archaebacteria and eubacteria. And in this chapter, in the last video, we had studied about the generalized transduction, specialized transduction, about asexual transformation. We had studied about the economic importance of bacteria in the last video, looking at its harmful effects. We studied about one of the useful activities of bacteria, which is sewage disposal by treatment with bacteria. Today we continue to see the usefulness of bacteria in the biological degradation of organic matter. We see that algae, they release oxygen during photosynthesis. So the algal bacteria, they not only help to produce oxygen, but they also synthesize certain matter by bacterial degradation of the products and change them into new protein-rich biomass. The water treatment or the sewage water treatment is carried out in certain ponds, and waste is treated by bacteria in anaerobic lagoons. Those lagoons where oxygen is not present. There also bacteria treats waste sewage water, where diverse variety of microorganisms, they generate methane and carbon dioxide. Again, methane is a gas that can be utilized as a fuel, as biofuel. It can be utilized. Then we see that bacteria can be used in medicine children. Bacteria are also source of many antibiotics, and in vaccines, serums, they are used. Number of antibiotics have been isolated from bacteria, mainly from Bacillus species. So many bacteria are isolated for use as medicines. And then we see another use of bacteria is energy production. Under controlled conditions like biogas, archaeal methanogenesis is done by methanogen bacteria in an inexpensive and effective source of bioenergy. We see that cheap energy source is given by methanogen bacteria. The microbes help in petroleum formation. The microbes can also be used in oceans, etc., where oil ships are broken, and the oil spills that are made in the ocean waters, they can kill the fishes and the marine life. So many microbes and bacteria are utilized to clean up this oil spills from the oceans and the seas. Then microbes are used in enhanced recovery of petroleum. Wherever petroleum is left on the ground, that is recovered by certain bacteria. Then we see that household products are made with the help of bacteria, like yogurt is a kind of a curd that is prepared, is made by fermenting milk with a mixture of Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus, and this is done at a temperature of 40 degrees Celsius. Then we see another product that is made with the help of bacteria is cheese making, and is also an important microbiological process in dairy industry, because cheese consumption is great in our country. Then we see what are the steps in cheese consumption, how curding is done. The first step is curding. It is done by enzyme rennin and lactic acid bacteria, they come to our help. The milk protein casein is separated from whey, which is the watery part of the curd. So the milk protein casein is separated from the whey with the help of the lactic acid bacteria. Then the second step of curding or of cheese making is ripening of the curd by additional enzymatic transformations. And here, which bacteria helps? Let us learn the name, children, together. Streptococcus lactis, etc. are used in this process. Then we come on to the next use of bacteria, which is to increase and give fertility. Although 78% nitrogen is there in the atmosphere, the plants, they can't take it directly. They don't have the ability or the tools to absorb the 78% nitrogen from the atmosphere. So there is an example of a bacteria, Azotobacter, as it is also like a symbiotic bacteria called Rhizobium. These two bacteria can fix the atmospheric nitrogen into nitrogenous compounds, sometimes in the leguminous roots of certain plants, so that this nitrogen can be returned into the soil and can be utilized by plants. Then we see another usefulness is importance in the industry. We see that microorganisms are used by man in preparation of food, in preparation of drink, and in textiles. Especially we see in the dairy industry, manufacture of milk products like butter, cheese, buttermilk, and yogurt involves the use of microorganisms like lactic acid bacteria is used majorly in making all these dairy preparations. These bacteria, they convert the lactose sugar of the milk into lactic acid. What do these bacteria do? They convert the lactose sugar of milk into lactic acid, and the resulting decrease in the pH or power of hydrogen coagulates the milk protein or fixes the milk proteins together, so that no more microorganisms can grow or infest this dairy product. Likewise, we see butter is also made by churning cream that has been soured by lactic acid bacteria, and this cream which is soured by lactic acid bacteria is churned, turning it into butter. The butter milk which is obtained as a byproduct is also utilized by so many people. Then we see that dextran production is there. Dextran is what? It's a high molecular weight polysaccharide and is produced extracellularly by some lactic acid bacteria belonging to genus Leuconostoc. So these lactic acid bacteria help produce this high molecular weight polysaccharides, which is good for those who are doing bodybuilding, etc. Then we see production of acetone and butanol. These are chemicals that are produced and can be used in laboratories and various other places. Species of Clostridium, there's a bacteria called Clostridium bacteria. Their species are used in the commercial production of industrial solvents like acetone and butanol. Then we see that curing of tobacco and tea. The tobacco and tea leaves, children, they are taken down and they are treated, and one part of the utilization of tobacco and tea leaves is by curing of tobacco and tea leaves, which is done under controlled activity of microorganisms. A very nice aroma comes from the tea, and it comes due to two processes of curing and ripening of the tea leaves. This only gives a lot of taste to the tea that we consume. Then we see decomposition of dead organisms. Our earth would have been stinking with bad smell if the bacteria as natural scavengers were not made by God on this earth. Because these natural scavengers, these bacteria, they break the dead organic matter and they turn them into inorganic constituents which are useful for the plants. And these are returned to the soil as nutrients, making the soil fertile, increasing its fertility. Then we see that microbial control of insects is also done by bacteria. Many bacteria, they secrete crystalline proteins which are highly toxic proteins, and they kill the larvae of caterpillars and insects belonging to Lepidopteran family. What is Lepidopteran? The butterfly or the moth family. So the caterpillars and insects and larvae, they are killed by the toxins produced by certain microbial bacteria, and some serious insect pests thus cannot thrive and the plants are not destroyed. Then we see also bacteria are used for retting process. What is retting process, children? You have seen beautiful mats. You must have seen beautiful curtains, and you must have seen beautiful mats and other products. Retting is a controlled microbial decomposition of pectin without simultaneously decomposition of the fibers. Like we have, children, stems of flax fibers, we have hemp fibers. These are immersed for long periods in water, and when they are immersed for long periods in water, then microbial activity starts. The microbes, they decompose these sets of hemp and flax, and in this process they are facilitated by anaerobic acid bacteria like Clostridium botulinum, and these bacteria also help in the retting process. So very pure fibers are obtained, and these fibers can be utilized for making beautiful mats, for making beautiful curtains and mats, etc. Then we see degradation of petroleum hydrocarbons. Many bacteria such as Pseudomonas are capable of degrading petroleum hydrocarbons both in marine and freshwater habitats. Thus, these bacteria can be used to check pollution after oil spillage. I had talked about this earlier also, but here we see the petroleum hydrocarbons that is in such places where marine life is jeopardized. There the bacteria can be utilized to clean the oil spillage. Then we see another importance of bacteria in genetic engineering. Now, what is genetic engineering? Genetic engineering is a technique in which genes are used from a foreign organism, and that gene portion, a DNA portion, it is added into the DNA of any bacteria, and these bacteria are often then used as hosts for multiplication of chimera vectors, or the source wherein we can create recombinant DNA molecules, and these recombinant DNA molecules can be used for curing genetic diseases, genetic disorders. Like gram-negative bacteria can be used as hosts of plasmids, etc. Several improved, genetically engineered, altered strains of bacteria are cloned in large numbers. And why they are cloned? So they can be utilized in the field of therapeutic use, they can be utilized in the field of medicines, and these clone bacterial strains of DNA, they can be engineered and they can be used for number of various applications which can be beneficial to man in curing so many diseases. So children, we will continue from here further. We will finish this video here itself with the useful bacteria and its application. So children, wish you all the best for today. Have a good day. Thank you.